Hey you all. This word just came to me. I didn't go to church today because I was actually really sick. So I'm gonna end up watching a sermon online because I'm pulling an all-nighter tonight. But something just came to me because it's about dating. Go color, baby. Go color. Hurry up. So we can go ahead. Go color. And it's about like, since and y'all gotta excuse me, I have like millions of black shirts. That's all I wear is black. But since and when you have an ex that's about to come back into your life. So for those of you who don't know, like I kind of been dealing with a lot and I've been very vocal about it, is that I'm getting older and I want a family. I'm in the process of getting a divorce because I was unfortunately married to a man who didn't want a family. Now that he knows that he can't survive financially, he's irresponsible. He can't take care of himself. He has called me multiple times and asked me to come back to him. The answer is no. He's cried, he's begged. The answer is no. And there was something that God was dealing with me about, and he was like, I'm begging you, don't go back to this relationship. Like, do not go back. Don't go back. I have a family for you. You're going to be okay. And I think it's because like I do want more children that I kind of felt like I was in a sense of desperation. Like, okay, I want more children. I want to give birth. I just want to move on with my life. And I was just scrolling and some things popped up, just hearing other people's stories about how they have invested so much time into other people, and other people have proven that they don't want to be in a healthy relationship. And I feel like that's the problem that's with our culture, especially with Black culture, is that we're dealing with people who don't want to be in a healthy relationship. Like women will rather be a side chick to a rapper than be a husband, than have a husband with a basketball player. Not saying he'll do everything faithful, but they'll rather be the side chick than be a wife. And that's a consistent problem. Like a man in a Black culture, he'll rather be homeless and smoking dope all day and living in his mama's house than be man enough to be a husband and be faithful to his wife. To be a husband and be faithful to his wife is too difficult, but smoking dope and making poor choices and not doing nothing with his life, that's easy. And he's more susceptible to choose that. So I feel like right now in the Black culture, there's a lot of things going on with the family dynamic and going on with just families in general. And it can get difficult while you're waiting on God. Because I know that I get a little sad sometimes, like, is it ever going to happen? But I felt like God was telling me that when you dedicate your mornings and your nights to prayer, you're going to see some things shift. So I pray that you will have a family. I'm praying for myself to have a family in the future, that we don't get caught up in the toxicness of what is being presented on the algorithm for Black culture. I pray that more healthy relationships, more healthy people, more healthy dynamics, and more healthy relationships will present itself. For me, I get asked out. A lot of men tell me that they're attracted to me when they see me in public, but I don't give them my number and I'm not quick to talk to them because I have a child. So I'm just like, the Lord be like, okay, see you later. Can I have your number? No, because I don't know if you're crazy. So I'm very selective of who I date, very selective of who I give my time to. Y'all know I joke and I'd be like, oh, I like Floyd Mayweather. I think Prince William is this and that. But if I could really get down to it, I mean, I have a specific idea of what I want, and I'm just joking when I say their names. But I have a specific idea of what I want. And for me, because I have dealt with so many men, I feel like I was surface dating. You look good on the outside, you talk a good game, but when I get to know you, you can't provide, you can't pay rent on time, you're unstable, you're unfaithful, you're a compulsive liar, you're always broke, you don't do what I ask. I remember just a few months ago, there was a fool I was dealing with. He lives in Tuscaloosa, and it was long distance. Me and him, I just didn't like some things he was doing, and we was long distance. Go in your room, or go in mommy's room. Go in mommy's room. And so he was like, well, I'm gonna come up to Chicago to come see you. And I was like, well, you already know what that was about. So, but I was like, all right, cool, you can come, but who you been in the bed with? He hung up the phone. I said, okay, block. Because if you can't tell me who you've been in the bed with, then we can't meet, we can't link up. And that's because I have to protect my body. I have to protect my body. I have to protect my health. And when I asked him who he had been sleeping with recently, you're toxic. I don't like talking to you. That's none of your business. And we don't have nothing to talk about because I can't put my health in jeopardy for 5 minutes with you. I can't do that. So there is something going on in a Black culture, but that's why I say that I just feel the Lord telling me to consider interracial dating, because I feel like no matter how much we try over and over and over again to build up Black success, one is the same issue. If it's a man, he wants to fight for the family. The woman doesn't want the family. She wants to be a whore. She wants to be a vixen. She want to be in the club. She don't want to be in the wife. Did she get the Black man? Does she lie on him, do all types of evil to him, and she'll tear down her family? Or it's the other side of the spectrum. The woman wants to be responsible, that she's dealing with a Black man who don't want to do what he want to do. So I say that we as Blacks, in order to preserve ourselves and preserve our bloodlines, that we should definitely consider interracial dating. Let's just stop. Like, we have to accept, if they don't want to be married, if they don't want to have good credit, and heed my warning, because even when I think about, I told you all what happened to me in 2023, it still doesn't make sense to me. You have a home, you have a car, you have multiple businesses, you have a good job. Why would you throw that all away to sell an iPad on Facebook Market? It's beyond me. And then lied on me. And so that because he knew that I was going to be okay without him, and lied on me and had me lose everything. But thank God I'm being in the process of being restored. So save yourself the trouble, because when you're dealing with our culture, they get upset that you're okay without them, and they'll set you up. They'll set you up. Save yourself the struggles and just be still. I recommend going to dating seminars, marriage conferences. Invest the time. Also, I recommend young Black women stay out of ministry until you are married. Stay out of ministry until you are married. I know what you see. It's a smokescreen. Stay out of ministry until you are married. When you are married, that's when you are ready to be on the forefront. Until then, stay out of ministry because it's too deep. What's going on is too bad. But dealing with our culture, if they don't want to be married, don't argue with them. Don't fight with them. Don't go back and forth with them. Let them go do what they want to do. If you're a good Black man, you got a ratchet, ignorant woman who want to be in the clubs and chasing up after some bum, go ahead. We ain't got nothing to argue with. Go ahead. If you're a woman and you're dealing with a man who want to be chasing up after whores, but he don't want to be responsible, get his stuff, put his stuff out, go ahead and be with her. We ain't got nothing to talk about. But do not put up with their toxic behavior. We as young Blacks, I think because we saw it so much growing up, like I have horror stories of what I saw growing up. We saw it so much growing up that we're starting to repeat it. We need to stop. We need to think, this is not going to work. So don't put up with their toxic crap. Don't let the person from the past come back, because baby, ain't nothing changed. Whatever foul thing they did to you, if you let them come back, they're just going to do it again. Instead, focus on you, get your life right, and all things going to work together for the good.